right, see Lindelof videos, algebra, factoring, and geometry together. Kind of sounds doesn't sound great, but here we go. We're given this rectangle. We're told that the sides are congruent here and here and here and here. And we're told that the area is equal to 48, and we're asked what are the possible values of x. So we know that the area of a rectangle, so area of a rectangle is equal to length times width, or base times height, or however you want to do that. Therefore, we have 3x plus 2 times x plus 4 is the area, and that area is equal to this height of 48, so it's equal to 48. We expand this thing out, and we get 3x squared plus 14x plus 8 is equal to 48. This is where you have to think for a second and remind yourself that we have a quadratic. And when we have a quadratic, we think in terms of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 when we're solving. So we want this whole thing to equal 0. So we're going to add negative 48 to both sides and get 3x squared plus 14x minus 40 is equal to 0. Now we have to refactor, so we're going to factor this out a little bit. What might help is this, and this confuses a lot of people, but when we're factoring, we use FOIL, right? We're going to use FOIL and kind of do that backwards. We know that F and L are the ones that are most consistent. So we know that this term, this first term times this first term must equal this. And 3 is prime, so we know that we're going to have 3x times x. We also know that the second term times the last term of this times the last term of this must equal negative 40. So from there, we have to kind of mess around with it a little bit. I did my work, and I got 3x plus 20, and x minus 2 is equal to 0. I did go back and check it. 3x times x is x squared. Then 3x times negative 2 is negative 6. 20 times x is 20x, and 20x minus 6x is 14x, so that worked. And 20 times negative 2 is negative 40, so that works. Now what we have to do is solve this, and when we solve this, we get this one. We're using zero product property. So we're solving when does this equal 0, because if this was 0, then 0 times whatever this mess over here would equal 0, wouldn't it? So I'm asking myself, when is 3x plus 20 equal to 0? I do some algebra, I get x is equal to negative 20 over 3. But if I plug my negative 20 over 3 into this turns negative, and so does this. And we know that in geometry we can't have negative distance. Therefore, not a solution. All right, so that's not a solution. Why? Because we can't have negative side lengths. But what about this? When is x minus 2 equal to 0? Just a tiny bit of algebra, we get x is equal to 2. And if we put x is equal to 2 into this, this turns into 8, and this turns into 6, and those are both positive numbers. So our solution, our only solution, is x equal to 2. So that is our only solution. So only. All right? Look, you guys, I hope this was helpful. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and your comments are always welcome. Appreciate it, guys.